Today, we're looking at something pretty fundamental, the UK construction industry, specifically how deep tech like AI might shake things up.
Right. Your sources point to some really significant potential growth.
Yeah, the numbers are quite something. UK construction output hitting nearly 200 billion by 2028.
It's a huge sector, but the core question seems to be, how does it actually reach that potential? And can it overcome some, well, long-standing challenges using tech like AI?
Okay, let's dig into that. A big theme that jumps out is productivity, or rather, a lack of it.
hmm The sector's productivity hasn't kept pace with the wider UK economy. There's a specific goal from the Construction Leadership Council, isn't there?
That's right, they want to close that gap by 2035.
And the prize for doing that is, well, it's pretty massive. Your sources estimate 45 billion added value every year.
45 billion, that's what, 2% of GDP?
Something like that. A huge potential boost.
Hmm.
But there are roadblocks.
And a major one seems to be this reliance on, let's say, the old ways of doing things, traditional methods.
Exactly. There seems to be some real hesitancy around adopting what they call modern methods of construction, or MMC.
Things like building parts off-site,
Mm.
modular construction.
Yeah, precisely. The Institution of Structural Engineers noted that stakeholders sometimes see these new methods as maybe too challenging or risky.
So people stick with what they know, even if it's maybe not the most efficient approach anymore.
It seems that way. And that connects directly to another big issue highlighted, the skills shortage.
Which isn't just a general thing, it's quite specific.
Very specific. The example given is stark Asian attached. A government review found the bricklayer workforce has shrunk by 20% since the 2008 crash.
Wow, 1/5 gone.
And if you're relying heavily on traditional bricklaying, like for housing,
Then hitting big targets like the government's aim for 1.5 million homes in 5 years becomes really difficult, doesn't it?
exactly, it creates delays, bottlenecks,
Mhm.
it undermines those goals.
So this is where AI and deep tech are supposed to come in as a potential solution.
That's the idea presented. AI is seen as key to transforming things on multiple levels.
Hmm.
It's not just about, say, robots laying bricks, though that might be part of it eventually.
Right, it's broader.
Much broader. Think about optimizing things behind the scenes. Material sourcing, for instance, making supply chains stronger, more resilient.
How would AI do that? Like predicting shortages or...
Yeah, using machine learning for predictive analytics on material needs, or optimizing logistics routes to avoid holdups. Basically, making the whole process smoother and less prone to disruption.
Okay, that makes sense. And there's mention of specific initiatives trying to push this forward.
Sarah Dizio at Digital Catapult and their Bridge AI program.
Right, Bridge AI. What's the focus there?
It's explicitly about helping industries like construction get to grips with AI, adopt these innovations faster. It's trying to, well, bridge that gap between the potential of AI and its actual use on the ground.
So the overall picture is using AI innovation to drag a perhaps quite traditional sector into the future, boost productivity, help the UK's industrial strategy.
Precisely. It's seen as benefiting not just construction, but potentially feeding into other sectors too. Modernizing a core industry has ripple effects.
Okay, so let's try and summarize. Huge growth potential for UK construction,
Definitely on the cards.
but it's hampered by lagging productivity and some serious skills shortages.
Yeah, and those issues are tangled up with a preference for traditional ways of working.
And the way forward, according to your sources, really leans on deep tech innovation, especially AI.
Right. AI is positioned as the tool to modernize, improve efficiency in key areas like sorting, supply chains.
And hopefully start closing that productivity gap we talked about.
That's the ambition.
So it really makes you think, if AI can potentially reshape something as established as construction, what other traditional industries might be next?